so we've shown your friend the presentation now. Now here is the thing, all right? We've gone through all of this work, so we've made the list, we've invited them, and now we've shown them. Now is where we make or break the whole thing, and that is just getting people started. And it's very, very simple. You don't need to be overwhelmed by this at all. As soon as the presentation's over, you just, the last thing you want to say is, what did you think? Don't ever ask people what they thought about it, because that just opens up Pandora's box to virtually anything that's on their mind. And we're just looking for basically a good response out of this, or a positive response. And so as soon as your buddy, so I just showed Tom the presentation, the first thing that I'm going to say is, I'm going to say, that was awesome, wasn't it? And I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna shake my head, and I'm just gonna let him tell me if that was awesome or what. And most people are gonna say, yeah, that was pretty cool. And then the next thing, which is super, super key, all right, is you just need to say, are you ready to get started? And then just smile, nod your head, and just let them answer. See, the thing about this, when you're moving people to action, is a lot, some people, they get very nervous about it, because now it's time to ask their friend to jump on. And they hate having any kind of silence there, and it gets very uncomfortable. And so you just got to be okay with this. But if you could just master this one little thing after you show people, I mean, you're going to get a lot of people that sign up. I really think the majority of the people that say no to this, the reason why they say no or they don't join, is just because their friend never actually asked them to do it after it was over, and they just kind of left it up to chance, thinking that their friend was going to be like, yeah, go ahead and sign me up, let's do this thing right now. You've got to ask them, because right now, the presentations are so awesome where, if we need to get them to a 10 out of 10 to get them to sign up, the presentation itself is going to get them to an 8 or a 9, and then the very last thing is you just asking them to do it. That's going to be what brings them from an 8 or a 9 to a 10, and then getting them to join your team. So as soon as it's over, it's like, hey, that was awesome, wasn't it? Are you ready to go ahead and get started? And then just make sure that you got an application there for them to fill out, and then you can plug them into the system. And that's pretty much all you need to do as soon as it's over, and just make sure that you're asking the buying question. Otherwise, you just kind of leave it up to chance, and you don't know what will happen. But if you do master that one thing and just get good at asking people to join, you're going to be shocked by how many people actually look at you and they say, yeah, let's go ahead and do this thing. And they start filling out the application, then you can sign them up and just plug them into the system.